The skyline of downtown Toronto really looking wonderful tonight. It's a beautiful evening here on the shores of Lake Ontario. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for them. David, good evening.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on. But now the Raptors use it as a strength, not as a weakness. They have a whole nation behind them. And they have Toronto, a diverse city with global engagement. Kevin?
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, D.A. 2 good rebounding teams here tonight, Steve. They rely on second-chance points.
Yeah, great offensive rebounding teams and teams that can put up second-chance opportunities. They control the pace by hitting the glass. So, interesting to see who wins that battle.
And, Steve, if nothing else, just more shots, right?
Yes.
They'll just take more FGAs.
More possessions.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. And it's the Cobra in at the point. And for the Raptors, on the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And it's Lowry in at point guard. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Unable to get that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
So it's the Mavericks now after the missed 3 from Serge Ibaka. Here's the Cobra. Here's Porzingis. Good. Nice job down low. Porzingis has got the first basket of the game for the Mavs.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Lowry drives in. Passes it to Powell. Doncic with the steal. Outside Hardaway. 3-pointer. Kept alive. He goes up again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Doncic with the steal, and it's the Mavericks on the break. And that one drops for him.
And great steal and look ahead there. Compared to most guys his age, Doncic sees the game at another level.
Now, here's Lowry. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Toronto's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Anunoby. And the foul called on the Cobra. That's his first foul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Ibaka.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Basket counts.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start it.
Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. And you look at the Cobra, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Luka Doncic, also someone that shoots at such a high percentage, top 5 in the league.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Now, here is Ibaka. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Looking at the season so far, Steve, feels like every perimeter player is working on that step-back three. What's making that shot so popular?
You know, I think, Kevin, now in this stage, there's no hand checking. So you already have spacing. And now to be able to step back and knock down a three, it creates more. Back in the day with hand checking, it would have been hard to step back with an arm grabbing you and holding you. So I think guys are, you know, somewhat playing by the rules and using their rules to their advantage.
Great explanation. Powell dishes to Lowry. They need this. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's Lowry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the Raptors call time here. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. We take a look at the Mavericks. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
And when I look at Dallas, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
And you're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
Here's the Cobra, following the score by Serge Ibaka. And Doncic gets it to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Siakam. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. Trying to get open is Ibaka. That's good from Lowry on the assist from Ibaka.
Unafraid to challenge you inside, Lowry's a scoring threat on all 3 levels.
The pass to the Cobra with the shot. And another basket for Dallas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's Lowry. Kicks it to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. One-on-one fast break. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Now, here's Lowry. The shot. Again, Toronto.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Here's the Cobra. No good from outside. Raptors trail by 12. Right side Lowry. No good that time.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now, he's hurting the team.
Offensive rebound, Doncic. Powell with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Anunoby, good.
A good find by Kyle Lowry. Doesn't always get enough credit for his vision.
The Cobra passes to Doncic. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 14 points for the Cobra.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
The finish and the dunk by Doncic.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And so here's Toronto. The Mavericks making the shot. Powell kicks to Siakam. Pass to Lowry. Back to Siakam. Clock at 4. Powell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
Here's the Cobra in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. And Doncic gets it to go.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
The drive by Siakam. Can't cash in from close range. Here's the Cobra. Lays it up off the glass. The Cobra's got 16 points.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Ande Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Norman Powell. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Passes it to the prodigy. Dallas moving it around. Pass to the Cobra. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the foul called on the Cobra. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Ouch, 3 fouls. And during last season's playoffs, we heard the Bucks complaining about Drake's theatrics on the sidelines. Smitty, do you see any problem with that?
You know, GA, first of all, we know Drake is very animated. He's a part of this organization. We've got to know he's a Toronto native, and he loves this team. Yes, it's a problem when it starts to affect the game. But if not, I think all teams, especially the Bucks last year in the playoffs, you just got to focus and play.
Anunoby and Siakam in a...
Wow, I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Davis. 5 points in the game. Lets it go from 11. Yep, it counts. Davis. He has 7.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Well, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Now, here is Davis. He had 10 points in the win against Washington.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Six to shoot. Siakam passes to Davis.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
Got that one up quick. 23 points for the Cobra.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Siakam outside. Another steal. Here's Cauley Stein. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Siakam. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. To halt the run, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And you look at the Cobra, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
There's the pass to Anunoby. The floater, and the layup is good. Anunoby's got his second basket.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Passes to the Cobra. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
A really embarrassing loss indeed, and one that they will hopefully learn from. Got to keep your hands to yourself sometimes, or it could cost you the game.
Inside. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Bangs home the trifecta. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Hero subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's the Cobra. He's got 25. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Porzingis passes to the Cobra. Over in the corner, Doncic drains it from beyond the arc. 12 points for him.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
Here's Siakam. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one make.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And there it is for him.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Davis surveying the floor. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And they're running, pushing it up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Davis. Tight defense on him. Just 5 to shoot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Doncic passes to the Cobra. Pulls up on the wing. And another basket for Dallas.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Back to Powell. Pass to Davis. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Over Porzingis. No good off the back of the rim. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. 54 seconds left in the first half. Davis with the double team. The Cobra passes to the Prowler. And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. And you look at the Cobra, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
He's the perfect picture of that modern point guard, a player who's so much more than just a distributor.
And the first one drops.
And didn't have a single.
And so it's Dallas with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. From the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong. Looking absolutely unstoppable off the tip, they put together a masterful 12-0 run. From their first bucket of the game to the end of the first quarter, they held on to that lead with an iron fist, never once giving it up. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the three ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seem to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Ligue is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. And it's the Cobra in at the point guard position. Hardaway passes to the Cobra. From downtown, and Tim Hardaway Jr. with the 3. Hardaway has got 6.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Ibaka. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bucket is good. And that's now 29 points for the Cobra.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. A wide open look here for Ibaka. It's good from the top of the key. 8 points for him.
Exactly what you want from that play. Get it to Serge where he can simply rise and fire.
They double him with Siakam. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Ibaka. 4-on-3 break. Here's Anunoby. Off target with his 3. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's the Cobra. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. 31 points for the Cobra.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Ibaka outside. Powell with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Got a hand on it.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Dallas has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Pass to the Cobra. Can he keep it going? It's hauled in by the Raptors.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Powell. Doesn't go for him. Nice D from Doncic. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Lowry inside the line. He squares up and sinks it. Lowry's got 6 points.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. He dishes it to Doncic. To the middle. Here's the Cobra. 4 on the shot clock. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Powell, no one around him. Wide open shot is on the money. 6 points for him. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Lets a floater go. Floats it up there for Siakam. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And the pass to Powell. The 3. No good. Shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Down low. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And that's now 35 points for the Cobra.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Kleba, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
All right, let's check out the stats for Hardaway. His last 10 games, 3rd in three-point shooting, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And he's the type of three-point specialist that doesn't need a lot of shots to rack up points. That's why he's top 3 in percentage. Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Powell. Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's the Cobra. Lowry covering. Kicks to Cauley Stein. Hardaway with a wide open look. Dallas no good that time either.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Lowry good.
Lowry, a guy who can do a little bit of everything for you, including stretching the floor.
Doncic passes to the Cobra. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Davis against Doncic. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Now Siakam. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Lowry, no good.
You know, the 5-time All-Star Kyle Lowry has made a career of proving his doubters wrong. You ask me, I think he's still underrated.
Here's Siakam. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Basket good. Gasol's got his second bucket. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. And you ask Lowry, he's always felt underestimated. Smitty, what do people overlook about him?
You know, I think, Kevin, is his defense, first and foremost. He's a top 10 point guard at both ends of the floor. That's what makes him very special.
Throw good, Siakam.
You have to give.
Mavericks shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Lowry and Powell, the guards. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Boucher in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. It's stolen by Lowry. Here's Anunoby. The shot from the low post is good.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Pass to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Powell against Wright. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVPs?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Miller comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Kyle Lowry. Knocked away. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward-thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Thomas checked in for Toronto. And so Miller will bring it up for Toronto. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. The pass to Thomas. Clock at 6. Passes it to Boucher. Miller with a wide open look. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Wright's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Now here's Hardaway. Here's Kleba. Back to Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Here's McCaw. Pass to Thomas. Fast break, Dallas. Here's the Cobra. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's McCaw to end the run. Now Thomas. Miller outside. 5 to shoot. Here's McCaw. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got his 5th rebound in this one. All going up court. Hardaway, no good. In Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Pass to the Cobra. Lays it up and banks it in. The Cobra's got 42 in the game.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Johnson outside. Here's McCaw. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A strange saga last season for Patrick McCaw. Restricted free agent with the Warriors. He sat out, Smitty, for months.
He did, Kevin. Eventually signed a non-guaranteed deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he was waived within days, prompting a league investigation. A promising young player, the Dubs didn't want to lose him, and eventually signed with the Toronto Raptors, and he won another chip.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. The prodigy, he's checked in for Rice. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Hardaway.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And the foul called on the Cobra. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
Takes the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Kleba's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Good work there as it goes.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Another steal. Now the pass to the prodigy. Here's the Cobra. Thomas with the steal. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half, 4th of the game.
Knocks it loose. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's McCaw. And another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for 3rd most steal.
Good, that's another bucket.
Once again, he's hit the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance, GA, has tied him for 3rd most 50-point games in a season. He keeps just delivering one great performance after another.
I can't believe he has matched Kobe's 10 games of 50 points. Just shows the level of greatness we are witnessing this season.
At the line for your Raptors.
Free throw good, Thomas. With the NBA looking to... Here's Kleber. Back to Doncic. From the high post. And he overshot that one, missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And the foul called on the Cobra. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.